Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, Nixon Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. And we love And we love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari.
And we love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari. Save all people.
And we love Jaja. We love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari.
We love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people.
Put time away again. Listen.
Yeah.
Just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I and I should never hold thy peace, but we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and
Fight down war and fight.
Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah,
Jah
and we love Jah,
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all.
and we love Jah. Me love Jah,
Jah Rastafari.
me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all.
Me love Jaja.
Jah
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Jah
Rastafari.
Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
Kiss by the Father. As thief as the father. If Michelle Charles wasn't a thief, I would start to question Michelle Charles's paternity. But since Michelle Charles follow in the footstep of, we no longer have to question the paternity of Michelle Charles. We don't know Minton and Hannah manners though, isn't it? The thieves, the innocent, and the lying murderers. Good morning and welcome to Global TV. It's Monday. We are late behind our schedule because I told you we had an appointment that clashes with timing this morning. But we get ourselves out of the way and we come reminding us that nobody should surprise that Michelle Charles is a crook and that Michelle Charles misappropriate, swindled, or squandered the CDF. It's what Michelle Charles was thought to do. Remember, Michelle Charles's father is a land thief, one who sat on the neck of Jamaican for decades, stealing from them, enriching himself, buying thousands of acres of land, dollar per acre. Same generation. So if Michelle Charles wasn't a thief, then it should bother us. But since Michelle Charles followed in the footsteps of, we don't have to worry anymore. Like father, like daughters. Like father, like daughters. Morning, everybody. Honor to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, silent listeners. Good morning and welcome. Can you all hit the like button for us, please? We really wouldn't mind if you do that. That is awfully welcome if you just hit the like button. Gloria Morris, good morning. Beverly. Lynette Jenkins, good morning. Denise Hilton. Lynn Miles. Charlotte Grime. Colleen Althea. Wayne Evans. George Beckford, Gloria Morris, morning everyone, morning, Barbara Simpson, Violet Watson, good morning, Raymond G, morning everybody, Joan Genius, morning, it is Monday, we are late, but we are still here. Opal Watson, Debbie Jervis, Stevie, good morning all and welcome. A bit late behind the schedule, but with our road done it, Harriet. Vernon Adams, the thieves, the innocent, and the lying murderers. We're going to listen to Premento this morning. We are going to listen to Premento. You know Premento no manners? But Premento look confused as the older way because to say me hear say or argument attack say people pay man we have issue with bigger than pay police for kill him. And the police them will kill him I found Westmoreland. Me no know me just attack when me hear attack. And Mento is out of in-depth because Mento not aware of what going on in a division. So we want to know from Mento, is it Black River Police that fired the fatal bullet? Or is it Westmoreland Police? We want to know. The people of Black River demonstrated Mavis morning. Demonstrated outside the Black River Police Station on Friday. But all I see from Minto is passive aggression. All I see coming from Minto is passive aggression. One, if he out in depth, God help with the information where we are going to get. And two, police always protect the crookedness of them one another. So God help with where we go in this investigation. But as we said last night, we're calling on the government to review the shoot to kill, Van Bakar Checha, judge or make a policy. Too many young men have already died because of this policy. Too many unarmed young men. And on the news, we're quick to carry the police them story, but everybody push back and say with questions. On a quick to carry the police them story, it was a shootout, they're gangsters, they're gunmen, they're wanted, they're criminals. But what we don't see Uno do is question the extrajudicial executions that have become normalized in crime fighting in our country. People can just look upon you, Suzette, how you do, and decide, say you're guilty. And that's why they know we know. You don't need to be arraigned in front of a court. You don't need to go through a trial, whether it be a true trial or a kangaroo court. You don't need to go through that anymore. Look like that I take up too much time and money, or we don't know. But summary execution, Marcia Thomas. Doing Hutchins, how you do? Summary execution has become a normal crime fighting tool in our country. How then, under the legal system, do we decide innocent or guilt if it is that we no longer follow the rules? If it is that we no longer follow the rules, how different it is? How different is Trump lawlessness? How different is the U.S. Army lawlessness where kidnap people as opposed to the Jamaica security forces lawlessness where just a walk and shoot down people all in them, all going to them bed, go shoot them. You know, see the pattern of lawlessness? Where all immigration a walk and shoot people now? Do you see the lawlessness? Sharon Johnson Walton, welcome. How you do? Do you see the lawlessness that crime fighting and policing has become in the Western world? In a Britain, they all come draw you out of your house for your post on Facebook, you stay there. But you can always depend on people in Britain and America to turn up and push back. I've been a Sarko, how you do. My appointment done in time, so I say me come on late because I see the video of Premento. And I say about Premento out order. Premento is passive aggressive. Isn't it, Premento? You are passive aggressive. Listen to Premento.
Not even the vehicle could have been moved from the scene until Indicom arrived. So,
well, Sharon, the weather lift a bit today. We're back in our normal winter now. In England, we're back in our normal winter. We feel normal winter is between 0 to 10 degrees. So we're back in the normal feeling today. Don't know how long it will last, because today we're 11 degrees. 11 degrees, we can go there without jacket, just go there in a cardigan and so on. The way how the 1 week worth of freezer what we in. Normalize with till 11 degrees. Feel like spring this morning. Trust me. 11 degrees in Britain this morning. Feel like spring. Because to say, then lock we in the freezer. Sharon, how you do? Then lock we in the freezer for 1 whole week. Well, we're not too used to on a normal level. So 11 degrees feel like a spring this morning, may I tell you. Make we listen to passive aggressive Premento.
Not even the vehicle could have been moved from the scene until Indicom arrived. So it took hours to process the scene. And for Indicom, they have all, ladies, let me tell you something. I'm very professional at what I do. And I want it to be very respectful as we have this dialogue. I'm aware that you are hurting. I'm aware that the community has their own concerns about the incident. And I'm making a point that it is an active investigation that is going on. Indicom leads, JCF also does investigation. Members that were involved in the shooting, they've already been removed from the front line. Weapons seized, and there's another aspect of investigation. I was the person who booked him for Blackburn.
You hear so many things.
Sharon, people wouldn't understand saying, parity people were more tolerant to mosquitoes than sandfly, because most of what the mosquito them do is nuisance and making noise in our ears. But sometimes they don't really bite with. Then we all they suck with blood and get up and go and we don't know. But you see sandfly in a parity. Most time when you see foreigner come out parity and you see they look like a scabies, they have a sandfly beat and a mosquito. Sandfly, very deadly in a parity. Them we're afraid of. Because we and the mosquito them grow together and they all are with no one another around there. But the sandfly them, no man has no behavior at all. Passive aggressive Premento. Debian, how you do?
Not even the vehicle could have been moved from the scene until Indicom arrived. So it took hours to process the scene. And for Indicom, they have all, ladies, let me tell you something. I'm very professional at what I do. And I want it to be very respectful as we have this dialogue. I'm aware to hurt you. I'm aware that the community has their own concerns about the incident. And I'm making the point that it is an active investigation that is going on.
No, for real. You see, we and mosquito and crocodile, we grow together. It's not that them not trouble where we not trouble them. Trust me, we're mosquito and crocodile no one another. And the sandslide them now no manners.
Indicom leads. JCF also does investigation. Members that were involved in the shooting, they have already been removed from the front line. Weapon seized, and there's another aspect of investigation. I
was the person who put him for Black River.
You hear so many things. My granddaughter mourning for him because he is my son-in-law. My granddaughter is 12 years, so she must live the next 12 years losing daddy just like that. And nobody can give an account to her.
And it's not going to stop because by the time we go up tonight, you go see police on the hill. Police are harassing on the hill of a Pika side. We can't sleep in our bed. We traumatized, we afraid. Every sleep, we get up and try to listen out. We hear our police are going to wipe out with family. Every day is another thing with police. Police come, they come, fight off because we push our liquor on our breast. Officer standing right here, right now. We have got to a lot of things with the police. Police come, haul and pull woman, they haul and pull man. We're tired. Tired. And then this, come on, man. Ask your friend about me. All of them.
When I came out, the ladies were, it was raining and the persons were across there.
We are come in when you come from that.
Mommy tell me, say they say me to say no, I talk to nobody. That's what mommy tell me.
Again, I hear you say you listen to what people say.
I'm not talking about what people say.
How could I say I don't want to speak to you?
Sir, but it's coming from over here. It's not what people say. A police tell them to me to say they know what talk. You know, talk to them. Police.
Let me tell you this. Black River, my local police station. I don't know, so we and Black River police are friend. Not them new fashion push chair and pampers, scammers, gunman, and mass wearing police. Not them ya one ya. Not them ya new age one ya. We know say whole heap of time we come a guard room to soup. And guard room on a tell we say soup not a station. There is a problem with guard room at Black River police station and probably other police stations in Jamaica, but we can't speak of that. There are problems with the police them a guard room where them tell we say them always turn when we go there because we can sometimes when we can't get true to them, we try to get true to soup. And always tell we say soup not there. Me have the personal experience. A lot of people who deal with a guard room there, Black River police station, have the personal experience. But be passive, I don't hear nothing from mental other than passive aggression.
Police don't have the time now.
Wait, guys, when could we have an update on the investigation? When could we have answers? Like, we understand that it's an ongoing investigation.
All of us here must know what answer we want from Mr. Minto. We're not gonna.
Sharon, I didn't know. I didn't know he was your nephew. My God. May I tell you, I could listen to mentor fan because me not hear mentor. The people them come, I look reject, you know, and me I don't hear nothing from mentor other than passive aggression. So when mentor put out the news, say him a scammer, him a gunman, him wanted, him is a violent producer. When mentor get that information they from mentor, we're used to that tarnishing. We are used to that tarnishing mentor. Want to kill people, innocent children. The first thing a media friend them do, come out, come paint a broad brush of them character. Plant gun pan them. Describe an active shootout. Something mentor. We turn out for no go so none at all. Those are the things that we want answer to. Where did you get those information from that you told us about? Was he shot by Black River Police or Westmoreland Police? Was it true that his name was on death list Rona State? We want to know. Because after we no kill him, the story we want to tell we turn out not to be true. When you listen to the people of Black River and read all their comments over social media, nobody know this guy as what you all painted him to be. Minister of Dance from Set Up and Boomer 99, come here. Because you and Leighton are good friends, bigger than, aren't you, Floyd Green? You and bigger than our good friends. To want to go one another party bigger than play it for your galang. You both have a social connection. Have the police, Floyd Green, ever warned you, Minister, political head of the constituency, as to the violence production of bigger than, as to him gunman and wantedness behavior? Because it would be so off, so far off for the MP, the Minister of Government, even though it's a usual thing for politician and gunman to have that connection. I don't know why I'm asking that. But we have to ask the question. Because up until Friday, even after his death, he was meant to play for Floyd Green. You mean to say until him dead, Floyd Green and nobody never knows that he was a criminal? Make it make sense, Minto. Make it make sense. But the people of Parity and Black River and the surroundings of St. Elizabeth, one must continue to demonstrate outside Black River Police Station and demand answers. Continue to demonstrate outside Black River Police Station and demand answers, because we are being lied to. It's not the first we see an innocent man gunned down by the police, and the first thing the police come out and do is put out a narrative. And then it's the same people that declare war upon we for false information. Listen, I don't make a cuss this morning, you know. Do not make a cuss this morning, because I want to see him one declare war upon we. I want to declare war upon we misinformation. What this year one year be now? Violence producer, wanted, gunman, in active shootout with the police. Mentor, the argument mentor no need to come out and say this. The argument won't so no have to call back up for assist on the shoot. Mentor no go so. Mentor retract that. Nothing don't go so. That Prementor was a part of the cover story after you all assassinated an innocent man in a hail of bullet. Uno create a cover story how wild the shootout was. Uno have to call in back up. Mentor nothing don't go so. Mentor, the truth is coming out. There wasn't a shootout. There was no backup. Have to be called to assist. Mentor no go so. And the people must continue to demonstrate and demand answers. Putting these rogues, these criminals, these lawless rogues in back office is not good enough for us. Murderers, Minto, are to be behind bars. In the come, murderers are to be behind bar. The government, man in wicked liar thief in government, you cannot take over the killing machine and not try to convince we say crime is done. Crime by the police is crime as it is by the one them where Dr. Chang give the whole heap of AK-47. Crime is crime. Murder is murder. The fact that the state can murder you and create an argument, a story that doesn't hold water, even in a sealed bucket, the story in a hold water. And when we question it, hey, them a harass me on Facebook, you know. Them a harass me on Facebook. And the worst part for me, I understand men are very animalistic and dogmatic. But to hear women justifying extrajudicial killing as crime fighting, I mean, I want to crawl, literally. To hear women justifying summary execution by the government as crime fighting, it makes my skin crawl. These women are the first person to jump out. And the way they speak about the person, you think they ain't got school together and buck up on road together every day. That's why I can't have manners to people on Facebook. I have to treat them like the dogs there, because the people them on Facebook is a dunces set of hyenas you would come across in the Serengeti. Not hyenas are not dunce. I don't even know if to describe them as, because hyenas are very intelligent animals. I mean, labor rights have a hyena attitude where they scavenge of things, but them not take the intelligence after hyena at all, other than the scavenging. Passive aggressive Premento.
Not even the vehicle could have been moved from the scene until Indicom arrived. So it took hours to process the scene. And for Indicom, they have ladies, let me tell you something.
Sorry if I keep tapping on it, but absolutely, Sharon. Indicom is a toothless dog. Waste of time. Information gathering and facts finding that literally goes nowhere, or information gathering where the police them don't have to cooperate with you, or information gathering where Indicom is going to come up and the corrupt police them, and them same one and give the testimony that, where do you think we're going to go with this? That's why I keep saying the people of Jamaica have to take an active role in solving the problem that we get ourselves into. The people who were asking to solve the problem, those are the people who create the problem. Those are the people who have a vested interest in the problem. Those are the people who profiteer from those problems. You think that them are go fix it? You think them are idiots? Do you think they are idiots to fix what put money in their pocket? To fix what maintain their power? You know, a fool? If I them fuck it up, we have to fix it. Get with the program. If them frig it up, we have to fix it. So we continue asking the government and expecting the government to fix this bullshit. We are crazier than them. We are crazier than them. I go low Premento go on with them nonsense, yeah.
Not even the vehicle could have been moved from the scene until Indicom arrived. So it took hours to process the scene. And for Indicom, they have ladies, let me tell you something. I'm very professional at what I do. And I want it to be very respectful as we have this dialogue. I'm aware that you are hurting. I'm aware that the community has their own concerns.
That's not the school mental.
I'm making a point that it is an active investigation that is going on. Indicom leads JCF also does investigation. Members that were involved in the shooting, they've already been removed from the front line. Weapons seized, and there's another aspect of investigation.
I
it was it, but
and I was the person who booked him for Black
You hear so many things. My granddaughter mourning for him, because he is my son-in-law. My granddaughter is 12 years, so she must live the next 12 years losing daddy just like that. And nobody can give an account to her.
And it's not going to stop because by the time we go up tonight, you go see police on the hill. Police are harassing on the hill up a Pika side. We can't sleep in our bed. We traumatized, we afraid. Every sleep, we get up and try to listen out. We hear our police are going to wipe out with family. Every day is another thing with police. Police come, they come fight off me because we push our liquor on our breast. Officer standing right here, right now. We have got through a lot of things with the police. Police come haul and pull woman, they haul and pull man. We're tired. And then this, come on, man. Ask your friend about me. All of them.
when I came out, the ladies were, it was raining and your persons were across there.
We come in when you come from that.
Mommy tell me, say they say me to say no, I talk to nobody. That's what mommy tell me.
But again, I hear you say you listen to what people say. How could I say I don't want to speak to you?
Sir, but it's coming from over here. It's not what people say. A police tell them to me to say they know what talk. You know, talk to them. Police.
We don't have the time now.
Wait, guys, when could we have an update on the investigation? When could we have answers? Like, we understand that it's an ongoing investigation.
All of us here must know what answer we want from Mr. Minto. We're not gonna
get it, yeah. Police not gonna let them police.
We're not gonna get that. Right, we're not gonna get that.
I know, are the police facing charges? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the
yes,
investigation?
but you're not gonna get that.
We're not gonna get that. Police not let them police.
When will we receive an update? That's a good. At least we're not asking about the investigation.
And the police, everybody have been on a even police in the force like from Black River when because they have a positive man and a positive heart to make us speak like that. So, nobody no purpose. The police officer and the police officer who are going to like them will say, who got the right? And the police job. Before bigger than that.
We believe in an investigation.
Police that means we can go to attack and come back with it. And we don't care. And have a revenge or vengeance on our heart. The way, whenever we do nothing for turn police, and I own a community to hurt to the turn police. I want you to go back. Go back to hurt.
Me not understand this mentor. Superintendent Salman of Black River was my favorite superintendent. The man that you could have got to and get problem solved when you have problem with police. Because we used to have problem with guard room police. We see 2013 when we got Jamaica, we have a problem and guard room police take side. And a superintendent Sammy have to take it. We have to, the way our Black River police, them a guard room behave to it then. What we had to do, because we had people who was closely connected to Derek Knight. Then Derek Knight was the ACP in Mandible. So we had to go to Derek Knight. We have to go to Derek Knight. And Derek Knight sent an order down to Black River. So the soup must take over this case because guard room are play themselves. Sharon there, Sharon no. When Black River police back then, before the pushchair and pampas, one them arrive. We and Black River police have a friend and family relationship Sharon there, she can tell you. We in Black River, Parity, and the surrounding have a friendly relationship. Donald Green, Sharon know who me I talk about, is like a brother to me. Donald Green is still close to my family in Jamaica. I want police, a Black River, we never really take tea with, and I did Batik, because Batik did corrupt to the core. But we and police were friends. We could have just walked, grow in a station and grow in a canteen, go have lunch. Them days, yeah, cut out. Not in a fashion no more. Because you don't even know who you are deal with anymore because them just up in a mass. Then just up in a balaclava, you don't know who you are deal with anymore. When police cannot have that friendship and that relationship where we talk to them anymore, it is difficult to talk to certain police, but we do have we police them where we know that we can offload information pan and we safe. We know that. No? Hey, how do you think this is going to work for crime fighting? Sharon there, Sharon can tell you about police, lawyer, doctor, and everybody out of Basil. And that's why they park up for everybody. Police, lawyers, doctors, and everybody. I don't even know if nobody and police, the modern police, yeah, in a from Parity, are really friends as how we used to be with the officers of Sharon, Donald Green, Babyface, and the all of them people there. Back in them time, them something they cut out. We can't have that friendly relationship there with police anymore. How do we fight crime? When you're afraid of the police more or you're afraid of the bad man, Mentor, why are you use your wild dogs them to harass the people of Newtown? Why are you harassing the people of Newtown, Mentor? What is going on? What is happening? Can you tell the public what is the problem in Newtown as to the police harassment that the people are explaining to you, that even officers standing there with you and come there and harass them and I tell you, say, hey girl, hey boy, you don't know who me is? Ask on a friend about me. Ask on a friend about me. That's not policing, Minto. What that will do is produce more standoff between the police and the people of Black River. We don't want Black River to disintegrate, Minto. Minto, you know, St. Elizabeth is a peaceful parish. We don't want to come there with that style of policing there. We are going to make UNO and the young people them in the parish face off. Black River and Parity was always peacefully policed. When police have a good relationship. Where the breakdown come from, Perminto, I don't know. How, Perminto, that will assist you in crime fighting when you don't walk around, shoot down innocent man and tell lie. Do you understand how angry the parish is? Do you understand, Minto, how angry St. Elizabeth is? And do you think that the police will get any joy from this anger we want to create? Jamaica people, we have to become more active in governance in our society. More of us need to call on the Prime Minister to review and roll back the Judge and Maker, Van Bakar Checha, shoot to kill policy. It is not crime fighting. It is not working. It will not make things better. What we're going to have is more of us hating the police. It will get to the extreme, Prime Minister, where young men will have to decide to pick up arms against the police to protect themselves. That is where we don't want it to go. We know what St. Elizabeth, Ton, Westmoreland, Montego Bay, or Kingston and Panishton. No, that's not who we are. Where people will walk very slow. So we don't have no time to run for nobody. We walk very slow down a St. Elizabeth. More time you see we are grin like Cheshire cat. Of course, we have a problem amongst with self, with community, and with family. That exists everywhere. But in the 80s and early 90s, whenever you used to lock door, we know the time change. But whenever you used to live in a fear in our community, Minto, we could have walked on road every dark night. All we have to do, Minto, if we are walking a crocodile zone, we walk with couple big stone. If we are crocodile come up against one another. Them something we can't do anymore in a Minto. So, your aggression, your semi-execution, I go help them problem there. Labor rights will not come here. Let me tell you something. Me not have money, and the money you have to use, thank good. One of the cheapest clothes store in England is Primark. And me can just in a Primark and look better than Gillette. Me can wear yard clothes and look better than Gillette. If Gillette left Jamaica Hall and pull up, if Melissa pick up Gillette from Jamaica and throw land Gillette over here, shake up, haul up and pull up, and what does that got to do with me? Me just take the picture and post it. Jesus Christ, these people are crazy. If you don't say them and tear me down over the first lady. This is not the first lady, it's AI. A shame or no shame. Oh no shame, so the first lady looks so horrible. Look like dog draw through shrubberies. How would you like to so? If you turn bad, in a real life, she don't look too pleasant in a real life. But you see on camera then, look better in real life. But I know my business. Then say hairdresser never have good hairstyle. Tailor never have a good jacket suit. Teacher never have a bright picking at the part, they're not true. Rich people never have a good suit of clothes. Juliet. Come on, Juliet. Come on, Juliet. Good God Almighty, you're a young girl. You don't have to turn up in England looking like Esmeralda Taunton. Of all the fashion icon in Jamaica, you claim to be a under first lady, Speaker of the House, and wife of the Prime Minister, and you make couple hyena just hold you and drag you to bush so, and you never even brush off yourself. And then labor right and make it look like, say, me make up story upon the woman. Why Juliet Holness don't post a picture of her and solve the problem? Post a picture of her at airport on Saturday and solve the problem. Because I said, Juliet, if sue me, you know, the woman that was sue me even for AI photo it did be. Me don't know how come the woman could have go sue me for AI photo, but you know said Juliet Holness for sue me. But you know tell Juliet Holness say, put up a picture and show us she that London. I don't make it look like I say a lie and mix up, me lie and mix up. You don't know my disagreement and my pushback on AI. So me would never have the time to sit down with them nonsense there. Juliet Holness, man. Good God Almighty. I mean, even if you do wear one hush puppy, with what you are weird, it better you do wear one hush puppy with the Juliet or one ballet. It better you did wear one North Star hush puppy or one ballet with the pants where you have on. And that irritate a lot of we when we see. You can't wear such a like and such a foot together, my lady. Look there. And rather not tell Juliet say, good God Almighty lady, and me not take that pan. If Michelle Charles wasn't a thief, I would question the paternity of Michelle Charles. Labor rights, you know who am I doing no money? You know who am I doing no money, labor rights? Because we know, say, you know, when money there, you know, love up and hug up. You know who am I doing no money, Andrew? Just ask. Because you know, we meant for business, so we have to ask something them. Now we turn to Pernell Charles's two daughters. And mark my word, I know me call them so. A Chopper John refer to them as Pernell Charles's two daughters. But not no surprised about Pernell Charles' daughter them. Because Pickney normally follow in the footstep of parents. Children, Pernell Charles. Children live what they learn. So we couldn't have Pernell Charles as a thief, the senior. And then the two daughters come out with clean hands. No go so. It don't go so. So not surprise me about Michelle Charles lifting our shirt and sticking our hands into our pocket. It's the usual. Even if she didn't have a father who is a thief, it's generally what politicians are thought to do, to steal from poor people. You see this cover with them, the church, Agwan Pan. Yeah, powerful people normally thief from poor people. Just so you go. Let's listen to the stinging of the Constituency Development Fund. Now, that's Constituency Development Fund. It's not to be spent on your MP. It's to be spent in the constituency on various things like your business grant, your school grant, your health grant, I think funeral grant, and business startup and all of that. Those are the type of projects. Those are the type of projects that the Constituency Development Fund figure upon. But when with Parliament to resume sitting Tuesday, January 13, 2026, where the Speaker of the House, Juliet, is going to. I don't know. I check if there's a conference of speakers in the United Kingdom. I'm not finding anything. I don't know if she's here on any training. I know she has a son in Oxfordshire that goes to university here. I don't know if it's a mommy's visit. I literally don't know. What I would want to know from the Speaker of the House, is this a private trip or is this sponsored from our tax money? It's important for us to know. Is this a personal trip or is this a trip paid for by the taxpayers? And if it is that it is paid for by the taxpayer, what was the purpose of Miss Holness' visit in the United Kingdom? Now, Parliament resumption, Lady Clark, no doubt, will be sitting in the chair as Juliet Holness on the notice on the watch Parliament. Juliet Holness on go sit down in that chair when she want Arang PMP. And when she done Arang PMP, she step out and left it Lady Clark and go about her business. The thieving daughter of the thieving father.
Yeah, I understand that you found something very, very disturbing because people are talking about the junior minister in the Ministry of Health inviting the former MP, and we're going to talk about that. But here is some.
The junior minister of health. Are you aware Crystal Lee is a rumhead? She can sue me if she wants to. Crystal Lee. Are you aware that Crystal Lee is a junkie just like Daryl Vaz and Vaz? Talk ya before they say me man people business too much.
Yeah, I understand that you found something very, very disturbing because people are talking about the junior minister in the Ministry of Health inviting the former MP, and we're going to talk about that. But here is something, my listeners and viewers, more serious and dangerous than what happened at the hospital. Rosemary Shaw, tell us what you found about the CDA fund and Michelle Charles.
Shaka, when I delve into the expenditure of the former member of parliament, there was I think it was about close to $900,000 at the Western Sports that was allocated. 2 clubs wrote letters to the member of parliament asking for assistance.
Yes.
And she used those clubs' name, and I can call it. One of the clubs is in Johnstone, the other one is Port Morant All-Star.
Yes.
That those clubs wrote asking for assistance.
Yes.
It was approved, and the money was at the Western Sports. Can you imagine the member of parliament, after losing on October 18th, authorized her driver to go to Western Sports to pick up personal items? And I tell you, these are personal items that she wear. You see her jumping up and down in some kites.
Leggings.
I have the receipt.
Yeah. Michelle Charles misappropriate constituency development fund. And Andrew Holness. And Andrew Holness problem this, you know. PNP still there, Jamaica, anybody know? The PNP, them all get up in themselves, you know, who cares though? Lord God Almighty! We don't know if the PNP, them still there, Jamaica? There are certain things. Let me try to talk it nicely. Try to do it nicely. Even though I don't know, so we can do things nice. But let's try to do it nice. I would rather, on certain issue, we see a firm, united front from the opposition. This is a repeated issue. Now, we have this issue with Dwayne Vaz and You know, the one with the stool, George Stool, where Pernell Charles, rather than contacting the MP duly elected for the constituency, them contact them old labor right friends. And we say, where there, Crystal Lee Aga Hospital I was Marant be a thing. And she called her old friend, who when she got back to Florida, it's good to be back home again, she said. As she them call Michelle Charles, who danced 5 years in our country. At least Anvaz just fade away. I mean, Anvaz is like a balloon. You know those helium balloon? It drifted, it drift, and then it just faded in thin air. The resurrection of the dead with our tax money is tantamount to illegality. The way how this government are used, and they did that same thing with Jess as well. We just do some work, and then we see one Labour MP, one Labour councillor go turn up and take the glory. We know say the Labour them a bully we. But there are certain things that PNP must have a united voice and a united stand on. That situation in St. Thomas with Crystal Lee and Michelle Charles, coupled with what Rosemary Shaw found out with the Constituency Development Fund, the PNP ought to come out in a press conference with a united voice. The one nitpicking, the one nitpicking, Andrew Holness doesn't give a toss. He couldn't care less what no one say, because one voice is not effective. I'm tired of explaining to the PNP, you have to keep the country and the base united. The bumbleclot base are fade away PNP because we don't know if we're not still there Jamaica. Beg your pardon. We don't know if we're not still there Jamaica. And we're fade away, tired, fed up, and give up. What is stopping the PNP from speaking to us? Did Mark Golden not promise us that they're going to have more regular press conference because that's the way they can get to speak to us? Because no can't. Mark Golden, are you still the opposition leader? Is the opposition still active? And nobody, don't tell me, oh no, but Parliament is on recess. I'm not asking to speak up in Parliament. Parliament is not the only place where we have a voice. I have a voice here, don't I? I'm not in Parliament. I see the issues, don't I? I wish the PNP could see them as I do. I wish it could irritate them. Melvin Spence, me not hear you come out on the recent extrajudicial killing and the police miss or false information. Is the PNP still in Jamaica? Is the question I'm asking this morning. Is PNP still up to the job? Is one of my other questions. Isn't it that we are left on our own though? Does it not feel like that? Does it not look like that? Lester Sims, morning. Denise Hilton. Does it not look and feel like we're on our own? Because the fact that Parliament is on recess No mean say issue no in the country for tackle. No mean say issue no in the country for speak up about. How about you think we have social media for PNP? PNP, I want to think we have social media for. Want to think Andrew afraid that we out here so for PNP. So why make una utilize the same thing where we are use and harangue the government, make the government have sleepless nights. Make the government declare war upon we are when the government tell more lie down we are not thief what we not do. If Michelle Charles wasn't a thief, I'd be surprised. If Michelle Charles wasn't a thief, it would bother me as to, is her paternity real? We're going to turn now to Burkina Faso. Because, to say, while Donald Trump there, I try to distract with one side, Donald Trump and the little lesbian in, what's him call her? In France, they are trying their hardest to assassinate President Ibrahim Traoré. And in the recent plot that was filed, there is a confession and the translation. A young man will read the translation for us because the confession was done in French. But all of these black operatives who to maintain the slave master stronghold. Let me undo this because it hold on. I need to do this screen share again. What you say me if you take off of this screen, Abena? Dynasty Michelle? We're gonna go to Burkina Faso now. Bear with. So the confession was done in French. And then I'm gonna read the translation for you. But President Traoré need to behead every traitor. Every traitor that the president come up against, he must publicly behead them. Send a message, President Traoré, that we will not tolerate any espionage. We will not tolerate any plot to overthrow the president of Africa. Behead them publicly.
An accomplice that was arrested regarding the failed coup attempt against President Ibrahim Traoré earlier this month has revealed everything that was planned in the national language of Moor, but I have translated it to English for you all. So listen attentively if you want to know everything that was confessed. I read, my name is Laji Madi Sakonde. It is true, in 2023, I went to see former President Damiba and we talked. In 2025, I went to see him a second time and we talked again.
Now, President Maniba, whatever his name, was the previous president that the first set of soldiers them overthrow. And when Traoré sister them behave same like the president when they overthrow, Traoré overthrow them and really start to do the work for the people.
He told me that we were preparing to carry out a coup d'etat to seize power and that he was asking for my support. According to him, what concerns him now is only power. He asked me that once I return to the country, I should see how I could help him achieve his objective. In truth, when I arrived in the country, I went to see Laji Wimega Ali, a trader in Zinare. He told me that he has a grandson named Salif, who is close to the president and who is in the process of plotting destabilization acts. He told me that with this person on the team, everything would go well. He also said that with Damiba's support, they could accomplish their mission. Laji Wimega gave my contact to Salif, and Salif called me. We met, and he said he was ready. I told him to wait, that I would inform Damiba. I called Damiba and put them in contact by handing over the phone, since it was a matter between soldiers. When I gave him the phone, Damiba asked Salif what plan he could carry out. Salif reassured him by saying he is close to Ibrahim Traore and that he could unalive him, even take away his head from the rightful position. He added that since he is with the president every day, he could carry out these tasks without any problem. Salif also explained that in Ouaga 2000, the authorities have a meeting place and that he could place explosives there to kill several people. That is what he said he could do. After that, he called Damiba again a second time and they talked. I had an appointment in Cote d'Ivoire and I went there to get money, 70 million CFA. When I returned with the money, Damiba called me to say that 2 women and 1 man will come to collect it. He arranged to meet them at the TS Aru bus station. He told me that I could go there myself or send someone, and that when they arrived, the women on scooters would wave at me. When I arrived, a woman indeed waved her hand on the left side. I gave her the money. Another woman waved her hand and I also gave her the money without speaking. There remained the man. I asked them, where is the man? They pointed out a man leaning against a double cabin 4x4 vehicle. When I got to him, he also waved his hand and took the money. The amount taken by the 3 of them was 40 million. After that, I went back to Laji Wimega's place to see whether he and Damiba had agreed on the amount to give him. It was at that moment that they came and arrested us. None of us had time to take other clothes. Salif had come with his vehicle full of weapons and told me to come take a look, but it was too late. I asked Ibrahim Traore for forgiveness. Do you think this guy should be forgiven or not? Tell me in the comment section. Remember to take your safety and security into your own hands by going to Play Store today and downloading Echo to keep yourself and your community safe and alert at all times. And follow our Telegram channel at Awakening Afro Consciousness.
No, no forgiveness. He ought to be beheaded. No. Let me try to help you to understand Trump, Greenland, Venezuela, Africa. Now, about 5 African countries are making a very bold move. You have the 3 Sahel Alliance, which is Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. And you also have down south, Namibia and Botswana, who are taking back their resources from the West as well. You ever hear about the company De Beers, that diamond? Just look up De Beers and thingy there. Now, a lot of America's and Europe hands is being yanked off precious resources in Africa. We've lost count of the plots to assassinate President Ibrahim Traore in order for France to get back control of those resources they had yanked off. The military get kicked out as well. So what you see happening in Venezuela, it's nothing else than the oil, because they've been kicked out of many places in Africa where them can't get the oil again. So them have to target new areas for oil, because Venezuela is the world's biggest oil reserve. Don't know here Donald Trump lay claim to it. Now, uranium and a lot of other these precious rare earth material, Greenland is full of that. Donald Trump don't want China or Russia to hold influence, or Russia more likely, over Greenland, because of the uranium what they want for their nuclear reactor and to make them dirty bombs as well. So you're going to see more of this geopolitical tension. Remember, war is always to do with land and resources. There's no other reason for war other than land and resources. So while Europe and America is starved of their precious resources, countries like France and Britain stark broke on their knees. There's a vested interest to reclaim resources. And that doesn't only go for the countries that you hear Donald Trump streamline. Think about our country, which is a surrender country. Think about Trinidad. Think about Guyana. These people have already surrendered themselves. The Kenyans, the Nigerians have already surrendered themselves. You understand where 2026 is going? We are on a journey to recolonization. I don't know if you understand the seriousness of that. We are on a journey to recolonization. There's many countries that have already surrendered to the tyranny and barbarity of America. And as we see, the mad dog of a senile president decide that kidnapping and piracy is the new way. But is that a new America, or is that the real America surface to the top of the lake? Marcus Garvey told us, organize, unite, and centralize, lest you bloody perish. Thank you for being here with us this morning on Global TV. Lovely to have your support, as always. If you have not yet hit the like button, please do so before you leave the program, because it supports the program, so it will be recommended to other person. Why are you afraid to support Global TV? We don't have to argue with them this morning. Go on away in peace. You hear me? I tell you no? Go on in peace this morning. I'm not going to quarrel with them over a few little like and share. If you don't want to like and share, and like and share, don't mean I'm not going to come out here another day, come cuss and carry on. All right? Thank you all very much for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support. Join us back this evening for the People's Point of View when we return to the front line, the trenches of the battlefield. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Together, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So that's I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away. Put time away again. Listen. Yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh. of Israel. I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. And we love Jah. Me love Jah. Me love Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.